EVO and EVO Japan just dropped some huge news on what games will be in their tournaments this year. And this is really important because the games at EVO have sort of a spotlight on them, right? They have more popularity because people start training up for EVO. They recognize this to be the bigger games in the FGC. So EVO is usually a trendsetter when it announces its lineups on what's going on. They're also the biggest fighting game tournaments in the world, so people pay attention to them, right? And this time, EVO did like an announcement show. They announced EVO Japan Lineup, which is here. We'll talk about the lineup later. EVO regular, or EVO Vegas, right? The lineup for this. The big thing is there's 12 games. Again, we're going to focus on the games later because I think there's a lot of interesting discussions to be had and what the implications of these games are. And they also announced the EVO Awards. They're basically doing like an open nomination process where you can nominate whoever you want for an EVO Award, and presumably the highest number of nominees gets to be a voting candidate for the EVO Awards, right? Which is really cool. Good that they're making the process more transparent. They basically had like an hour-long show. We're not gonna watch the hour-long show. I'll watch a clip from it. It was actually really well produced. I was kind of surprised. Anyways,
EVO Championships at this year's EVO.
This is my favorite part.
I'm coming for your motherfucking record, Justin.
Sonic Fox calling out Justin Wong, saying if he wins an EVO, I think he ties Justin, or he wins against Justin. If he wins 2 EVO championships, I think he beats Justin, something like that. So they, a lot of cool FGC personalities, a lot of cool references, so which I'm a big fan of. There are a couple other things that were announced that I thought were noteworthy other than the lineup. One is Majin Obama is going to fix the air conditioning. If you went to EVO Japan, you'll know that the venue is actually quite miserable. I was not a big fan of EVO Japan last year, despite liking EVO a lot. And my go-to recommendation has been like, should I go to EVO or EVO Japan? EVO Japan, I think, was a vastly inferior tournament to EVO regular, and just in terms of the number of things you can do, the size, the venue quality. But it is in Japan, and Japan's amazing compared to Las Vegas, which I think Las Vegas is a shithole, right? Hopefully they're taking steps to correct that. Majin Obama's fixing the air conditioning because for some reason there's like some weird like Japanese culture mistranslation or something last year where the venue was hot as shit, but they couldn't turn on the air conditioning, and they had to like go to like layers of management, but because of Japanese bureaucracy they couldn't turn on the air conditioning at the time. I don't know the story, but it was fucking hot as shit. That venue is miserable. I also think I got the worst strain of COVID I ever got from EVO Japan. Hopefully they fix that. I am considering going back because it is in Japan, and Japan is amazing if you've never been. The other thing is they announced there's some controversy last year where people signed up for EVO, and then later on, right, to like pump the attendance numbers, they gave people 50% off gift codes. So if I registered, I could invite my friend to be 50% off, which means that if you register early, you're actually paying more than someone that registered later, right? So they said the low price guarantee is the earliest you can do before Earlybird. Basically, if you register before February, you're gonna get the earliest price. People are still skeptical. This is actually, I took Sundula's code because he posted on Twitter. I got 50% off. Shouts to Sundula, that's the homie. Good times. And anyways, yeah, let's talk about the lineups. I feel like no EVO video could be made without mentioning that EVO is now, still in some controversy because it was acquired by Saudi Arabia's Qiddiya. So they're 50% owned by Qiddiya, 50% owned by Nodwin, who I believe is an Indian gaming company. Reading into that what you will, that's not the focus of this video, right? But I feel like any EVO video needs to make that clear. Okay, so anyways, EVO Japan, that's the first event. It's coming up May 1st to 3rd. You got the usual suspects, right? You have Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear, I think most people expected Grand Blue. I think almost everyone expected 2XKO because it's the new game, and Tony Cans have Illuminati connections with the people at EVO. Fatal Fury, probably everyone expected. And there's a few games here that are like, kind of like Grand Blue, King of Fighters. And then there's Under Night because it was there last year, and then there's some like really games like Vampire Savior. This is Hotoko no Ken, which is infamous for its basketball combos and TODs. Virtual Fighter, which is gearing up for Virtual Fighter 6, so that kind of makes sense. They're probably putting some money into this. And then Melty Blood of all games, Melty Blood's. I'm honestly not sure. I can guess why they why they picked most of these games. I'm guessing there's just a fan of Melty Blood at someone that's working EVO Japan. That's why they decided to put it in. But yeah, generally it's the most popular games, but there are some niche picks here, right? Like I think Melty Blood and Vampire Savior kind of unexpected. Same thing with Hotoku no Ken. I think someone just really wants to see a Hotoku no Ken tournament, and I don't blame them, right? And then if you look at the EVO lineup, very similar suspects. You know, Melty Blood was removed and replaced by, I guess, Rivals of Ether. Hotoku no Ken was removed and replaced by Blaze Blue. And there's one other, KOF was removed, actually, and replaced by Invisible Versus. I don't know which one replaced which, but you get the vibe is that there's 3 games out and there's 3 games in, that being Rivals of Ether, Blaze Blue, and Invisible Versus. And I think these actually make a lot of sense if you look at the big picture, right? Rivals of Ether and Blaze Blue, if I recall, were the 2 most popular side games last tournament, right? So Rivals of Ether and Blaze Blue were not actually main games, but they are in terms of like this like side official side stage for EVO, and both these tournaments actually did quite well in terms of performance. So I'm guessing as a reward, they're adding both Rivals and Blaze Blue. And Invisible Versus, being new, is coming to the tournament as well, which is very interesting because there's 3 new fighting games that people are looking forward to, right? Invincible Versus, Tokon, and Avatar, and we're only getting Invincible Versus, right? So that suggests to me that Invincible Versus is actually releasing a lot sooner than we think, and Tokon and Avatar are releasing later than we think, right? We know Avatar is released for summer of 2026, and this is like literally the beginning of summer, so I'm guessing it comes out after EVO. Tokon, I heard, was rumored to come out in June or May. Maybe it's going to get pushed back a little bit. We'll see. But Invincible definitely come out beforehand. Apparently we're going to learn more tomorrow at the Game Awards on the actual release date. So that's pretty cool. The one thing the thing that sticks out to me though is the one repeat retro game is Vampire Saviors. And that seems kind of odd. And there's a couple theories floating around about why this is happening, right? If you've known, this was like 10 years ago, I think, where Ono, after a tournament, played this clip of Darkstalkers Are Not Dead, and everyone thought Darkstalkers was reviving, and it basically fizzled out to a re-release collection. Yeah, no clue what happened with that, but you know, they're alive now at EVO Japan and EVO Las Vegas. So are Darkstalkers actually not dead? Are they making a comeback, right? Markman actually tweeted, thanks to Taka Nakayama, who is the Street Fighter 6 director. Capcom has some official say in this, right? And also Besteban, who's apparently a huge Vampire Savior fan for Champion at EVO. So you can read into this how you want. I'm reading into this as Besteban was a really huge Vampire Saviors fan, and they got Capcom's agreement to host a tournament for it. But you could read it the other way in that, hey, you know, Capcom hasn't really released a new fighting game IP or talked about a new fighting game IP in quite a bit of time. Are they gearing up towards something else like Vampire Saviors? I don't know. A lot of people thought that this game that was going to be here, the retro game, instead of Vampire Saviors, was going to be something like CVS2, you know, kind of tying in with the Capcom collection and to tie in with rumors of a CVS3 game, CVS being Capcom versus SNK. We didn't get that, so who knows? Who knows what they're doing? But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Just a couple other things I want to share with you guys. We have the EVO numbers, and a very obvious trend is the numbers are going down a little bit, right? This was Street Fighter 6 in 2024. This is Street Fighter 6 in 2025. Obviously went down a little bit. Tekken went down. Guilty Gear went down. Etc., right? Are we going to keep seeing the same trend? I don't know. I don't think the reason these numbers are going down is because of the fighting game community or because of EVO. I think EVO actually got better from 2024 to 2025. I think fighting game community in general has probably stayed about the same, if not grown, since 2024 to 2025 or 2025 to now. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys know the economy. It's a lot more expensive to travel to Vegas. Let's put it that way. So I suspect that's a little bit of what's going on. Yeah, I think it's not really a slight on EVO or a slight on the fighting game community. I think it's more of, yeah, the economy is kind of butt cheeks right now, right? Another interesting thing that oh yeah, and also you could talk about EVO saturation, right? So there's EVO France, there's EVO Singapore, I think that's coming up. So more EVOs means less, like if I'm only gonna go to one EVO, now I have more choices and therefore it's gonna dilute the pool, right? There's also, yeah, a very good point. This is the closest these tournaments have ever been. EVO is in June 26th. This is May 1st. That's less than 2 months away, which means there's a little tournament fatigue there, right? If you go to one EVO, you might not want to go to the other. But yeah, even very interesting observation here is that last year at Street Fighter EVO Japan, 7,195 people entered. This year as an entry cap, lower than the amount of people that entered in 2025. I don't know if that's just because the venue only has so much space or because they're anticipating less people. I actually anticipate more people because the World Warrior in Japan, those tournaments are growing exponentially. Well, like double, maybe not exponentially, but you get the vibe is that Street Fighter 6 just continues to get more popular and popular over Japan. I expect if they uncapped it, it would be the biggest Street Fighter 6 tournament. So not sure what's going on there. Maybe they're worried about the air conditioning or the extra games, having enough room for all of that. More to come on that, right? Another really interesting last thing I want to cover is the prize pool. Again, I'm just gonna flash this page real quick. The prize pool has increased pretty dramatically, right? One of the big complaints is people are like, okay, you become an EVO champion and you don't even have that much money, right? Like you're literally working less than a minimum wage job if you include all the hours of preparation work that go into winning an EVO champion, right? It's increased pretty significantly, right? So if you think of Street Fighter 6, Street Fighter 6 is almost certainly gonna be the most popular game, right? If you're top one in Street Fighter 6, you get 40%, so that's 40 grand. That's more than double what first place got last year, who was Mena RD winning with the Blanca. Shouts to Mena, he's been absolutely killing it lately, right? But that's more than double the prize pool. So looking pretty good, especially for the smaller games, right? So let's take, for example, Under Night and Birth. By the way, I'm doing like a slam for Under Night, and Defiant is coaching me. This is Defiant. He got 12 grand last year. This year he'll make, let's say it's like actually he'll get about the same. I don't know what game Under Night's gonna be. If I had to guess, it's probably around this like game 8 to 10 area. And 40% of let's give Under Night the benefit of the doubt. Say it's game 8. 40% of 30 grand is, quick maths, is that 12 grand? I guess he would have got paid exactly the same. So for the top end games, maybe it's a lot more. For some of the other main stage games, maybe it's about the same. Still pretty nice though. Still pretty nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it for EVO. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go. I'm not sure if I'm gonna enter. I'm still debating. I probably will go if it's yeah, I'm probably gonna go to one of them. I really enjoyed EVO last year, and so I'm almost certainly gonna be at EVO this year. EVO Japan, I'll admit, I did not enjoy EVO Japan. I got super sick. The venue was not that amazing, but at the same time, it's still in Japan, and I trust Rick and the team to do a good job to improve things, like they improved EVO Vegas. So maybe I'll go. Depends if I can get someone to pay for it or not, right? But I'll almost certainly be at EVO. What games am I gonna enter? I don't know, man. I don't know. Right now I'm debating Fatal Fury. Obviously, depends if I want to compete for EWC and SWC this year. Obviously, it has the most amount of money. It's the most feasible for me to win. Well, compared to like Street Fighter, I think most feasible to win is like Invincible Versus or something, but there's not that much money in that. Invincible Versus is new. I might like it. I might play that. And 2XKO, obviously I've been playing a lot of 2XKO. I really like the game. So those are the three that are mainly on the table. Obviously I have a soft spot for some of these games like Street Fighter, Grand Blue, Guilty Gear, that, hey, you know, maybe if something comes out or like a new update, like Street Fighter 6, I'm waiting on a new update. If the new update's good, I will play it. So we'll see. But that's kind of my thoughts right now. I'm not really sure, but Fatal Fury 2XKO, almost certainly. Diaphone, I nominated you for Best Dress. You have to prove me right in the next 4 months. All right, and that brings us to the EVO Awards. What you can do is you can nominate certain people for these certain categories for the EVO Awards. EVO Awards, I think they did the first one last year. It's pretty interesting. They nominated a lot of cool things. It's a cool production. Think of it as like the awards for the fighting game scene. And this year they have some new categories, and they also allow you to nominate, right? So last year the nominees were kind of picked from the void. We don't know who picked them. There wasn't really that much transparency, so it got some criticism, rightfully so. This time you can actually nominate what you want to actually see in the awards, which is pretty cool. So I figured we go through. I don't know all the categories, but I'll just talk about like what I think for each category, and you guys are welcome to vote against me. It's a nomination process. You guys should follow what you guys think. But I just want to do it because I thought it'd be fun. And I guess I gotta vote myself for best dressed. I will think. Actually, this award is for the community members who always showed up to events with the freshest fits in 2025. That is definitely not me, bro. I feel like this is probably the easiest award to win because you just need to like dress well. But like, bro, I just showed up in a jersey the whole time. This is actually crazy. Bro, that Weibo Gaming jersey is kind of fire, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe I will vote myself, but like, I don't know. You guys are welcome to vote for me. I will vote with my heart, and I think I'll say Reinhardt. Reinhardt always got the swagger. Yeah, look at that, bro. Anytime I see this guy dressed, even something like that. Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, he got some swag. Trust me on this one. So we're gonna say Reinhardt on that. All right, so let's keep going through these. Best artist. This has to be Hungry Clicker, right? I mean, he's probably gonna win every year, but like Hungry Clicker is actually the GOAT. Produces more art than anyone. Always produces stuff for like if someone like a character wins a tournament. Oh my god, bro, he does like drawing like a couple times a week, bro. But yeah, and it's all fighting game stuff. It's actually crazy how talented this guy is. There's like rumors that like if this guy makes a drawing that character is gonna be like announced for a fighting game and stuff. They're like that this guy's part of the Illuminati. Wait, is this like Jacko Eno? That's crazy. That's a crazy pull right there. But yeah, this guy's super talented and just does so much stuff. So I think he has to win Best Artist. Best Character. This award recognizes the character that defined the past year through dominance, innovation, or cultural impact. Chat, who do you guys think this is? I think in terms of cultural impact, it has to be Mai, right? In terms of dominance and innovation, I don't think Mai was very innovative, right? I don't think even Mai wasn't that dominating. I think if you want to talk about dominating, it has to be someone from Hunter x Hunter, bro. Hunter x Hunter bros need to rise up. I'm a vote Uvajin. That was one of the most broken characters I've ever seen. We're talking about dominance, bro. Uvajin was like here, like someone like the bomber dude. I actually don't even remember his name. He was that bad. It wasn't even close. If you want to talk about a single character, like in a non-team game, I think it has to be Otaru, right? That character won more money than any other fighting game character, and Otaru is infinitely more broken than Mai in Street Fighter 6. But not very innovative and not much cultural impact. So you can vote what I want, but I think Hunter x Hunter needs some type of award. So I'm gonna vote Uvajin. Best combo. The single most impressive combo performed in the last year. Honestly, you could just go to Super Kawaii Desu's Twitter. Just see a random ass combo. It's literally just his Twitter feed. Like he I don't know how he like extracts so much bullshit out of the 2XKO system, but him alone is like performing miracles of combo extensions in 2XKO that like blow my mind. And I play this game like I probably put more hours into this game than SKD, right? I put a shit ton of hours in. All right, this combo is actually kind of boring. This one doesn't deserve the win, but this one, all right, this one has 2K likes. This is actually gonna be crazy. Yeah, the devs literally try to nerf SKD. No one's doing these combos in matches because they're not actually that good. I know that sounds weird. Like, how is a touch of death not good? But they generate too much resource for the opponent. And so, like, yes, parts of these combos are good, but like they'd be able to burst here, and now you're out like a bunch of resources. All right, keep in mind this is already a touch of death. This has already been a touch of death. Bro, that just did 1,536 damage. I think that the highest health character in the game has 1,100 damage. I'm just gonna copy this and like post it in the nomination. The SKD deserves to win that, bro, in my opinion. I don't know what combo it is, but it's something on SKD's timeline. Best commentary. When the commentary is on point, just look at the thumbnail of this video. What is this?
What's up, guys? Been a minute.
Why is there a whiteboard? For SKD's the GOAT. SKD is super cool. I saw him like a month ago. He works like some of the New York local events. It's just pretty cool. Shout out to SKD. Gave me some good food recommendations. Best commentary. When the commentary is on point, the best moments in a match are elevated even further. This award is for the best moment from a commentator in the past year. I kind of like the moment where Sajam was, you know, talking about Mena's win, when he's like, oh yeah, Mena can't be denied or something like that. I thought that moment was kind of fire, but I feel like that's kind of like easy to, you know, like that was just like the winner of the biggest Street Fighter tournament has to be a cool moment, right? But that was really good. That's what comes to my mind.
Okay, the forward heavy kick looks good.
Not too bad, a little bit of damage. Jump back, medium kick. No way! Was that
One
a
hit
drive
away.
rush?
One hit away indeed. Double drive rush. He has the level 3. And Mena RD cannot be denied 2 times here in Japan. And now your Evolution 2025 Street Fighter 6 champion, Mena RD. No end in sight.
Yeah, I don't know too much about commentary moments. I almost feel like I shouldn't nominate here, but I guess it doesn't hurt to nominate the Sajam SF6 victory. But I probably won't end up voting that. I just don't know like any good other commentary moments, right? But this one was really good. Best content creator. Okay, like I should be voting myself, right? But like when I think of like the best, wait, actually, let me read the criteria. Let me read the criteria. Content creators continue to push the envelope and find new and creative ways to shine a spotlight on the fighting game community. This award is for the FGC creator who delivered the most in the last year. If you ask me who delivered the most in the last year, I will say it's the same answer as the last 5 years. Maximilian, dude. He has the biggest reach. He does the most, and he's done some really cool shit this year too. Like every single year, I think the award should go to Maximilian because he's the biggest. He does. And he's the biggest for a reason, right? I think there are a few other people, right? Like I could say myself, but I don't think like I've done anything crazy. I've obviously I've made like really good tutorial content. I've made some really cool videos. I've streamed a lot. I've won some cool tournaments. But if the award's not the best content creator that competes in tournaments, the award is best content creator, right? And I think those are two different things. Sajam has done a lot, right, with the slams. And you know, obviously Will Kill and stuff. But I think it's just a continuation of what he did last year. I think Broski is kind of slept on. I think Broski does very good stuff for the Street Fighter scene. Very good YouTube content. So I think he's up there. I think he's like more slept. Like if you talk about in terms of growth, I think maybe it's Broski because I think he's doing. I won't say more than last year, but he's much more well known than last year, right? Yeah, obviously Brian F doing cool stuff. I'm doing cool stuff. I vote for who you want. I really don't know who it would be. There's obviously other people like, you know, Lily Pichu, SK, other people that are doing stuff. But because it's me, I have to vote myself, bro. I have to vote myself, bro. If you don't think you're the best, no one's gonna think you're the best, right? So yeah, best game release. Okay, so there's only like 3 options, right? Hunter x Hunter, Fatal Fury, and 2XKO. And I guess there's like re-releases, but I don't count those. I don't think it's 2XKO because the game's not technically out. So it's Hunter x Hunter or Fatal Fury. And bro, I'm gonna keep it real. Hunter x Hunter is a dog shit release, bro. That was the worst NECA I've ever picked. So it has to be Fatal Fury. Yeah, it has to be Fatal Fury by default. Best local, I got vote for my local. Actually, Iron Grid is a banger local. Iron Grid. Yeah, this is my local in Jersey. I've been a couple times. I might actually go this weekend. It's a monthly that they host. Very well ran, and a lot of people go. It's cool. So I'm gonna say Iron Grid. Totally biased, because I don't go to any other local. Best meme? We're not gonna sugarcoat it. Everyone loves a good meme. This award is for the best fighting game meme of the past year. Oh, the Arslan Ash haircut's pretty good. Arslan Ash haircut's pretty good. I don't really think it was that bad too. Punk drive rushing the controller. Yeah, I think that's probably a better one. McDonald's Ed was pretty good, but was that even this year? Yeah, oh, Elves and Dwarves with Leffen and Loon. Wait. I think most people are gonna vote for the Punk one, so I think this deserves to get in. Incredible things can be accomplished when the Elves and Dwarves put their differences aside. And this is after they won the 2XKO event. It's gotta be this, bro. That was a classic. Best online series? I mean, it's gotta be like TNS for like the 20th year in a row. I mean, like the 3rd year in a row or something. They're too good. They do the most. They're the most well produced, the most well ran. There's some other obviously really good ones like Paragon comes to my mind. FlyQuest comes to my mind. Can Opener comes to my mind, but I think TNS is just the GOAT. But they didn't win last year, so maybe we should vote like Paragon or something, because I'm sure other people are gonna vote TNS. Again, this is just nomination, right? Salt Mine League, I'm not from the EU, but yeah, that's obviously a good one. Best Pop-Off, the Sacred Edition. This award honors the most memorable FGC pop-off that captured the spirit of the competition this year. I mean, is that not just the Punk one too, right? When he popped off? What are you standing up for, pop-off? The Boo stance, wasn't that AI? Mogold, EWC. Oh, that was a really good one. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about. Yeah, this thing was sick because like the whole crowd was against him because Atif is sponsored by Falcons, who is like the biggest Saudi Arabia esports org, and the whole crowd was esports. Well, not the whole crowd, but like most of the crowd was Falcons, and he's just like, y'all are cheering against me, bro. Yeah. Actually, go. Yeah, this gotta be it. Mogul DWC. Yeah, that's my vote. Best product? From merch to tech, great products elevate the FGC. This celebrates the standout item that delivered quality, creativity, or value to the community last year. Hashtag ad. I don't know. Chipotle? Yeah, well, fuck it. We'll say Hot 42. But I really don't know. This is when we have to let the nominations come in. Comeback of the year. It's never over till it's over. This award is for the best comeback win in a fighting game match this year. Psycho vs. Blaz. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. I mean, I know this just happened, but I'm down with that. Psycho vs. Blaz. This is for SFL. Psycho made like the craziest comeback versus Blaz. We thought it was over. Blast kind of choked a little bit, but Psycho made a crazy comeback, had some really good reads. The other thing, I had some crazy comebacks in the Slay Champ Slam. Does that count? They're just as improbable, but the stakes are so much higher on this that I gotta get to Psycho. Commentator of the year. Did I just vote for that? Oh, wait. Best commentary and best commentator of the year. Okay, I didn't realize those are two different things. Commentator of the year. These are the voices after you see, but they should have like... They should have best content of the year. If you're gonna do best content creator and, I mean, if you're gonna do best commentary and commentator of the year, you should have like best content of the year or something. All right, anyways, I like a lot of people's commentary. Sajam, Ringe, Yipes, Jay Wong, as I'm pretty partial to them. But there are some good ones that obviously slept on. I think Jsu, like for example, I think is really slept on. He just doesn't commentate 346, right? The reason I think I'm gonna vote Ringe is because I'm sure everyone's gonna vote Sajam. And again, this is a nomination thing, so I want my nomination to count. And I think Ringe has really slept on. His breadth and knowledge of games is actually really, really impressive. And I think his commentary style is also really good. Yeah, I think there's some other really good ones. Like, yeah, Obama I think is good. I actually really like Obama. Markman I haven't heard. I don't know Markman too much because I don't listen to Tekken. He mostly does Tekken. I could vote for my go Jsu, but I think Jsu's year is like next year. I think Ringe is Ringe has been doing a lot of work this year. He got next. Yeah, maybe. Match of the year presented by Kidia. I mean, that has to be Shanghai versus Punk, right? I don't know what else it would be. I mean, that was so good. Crimson Blaz? I don't even remember Crimson Blaz, bro. I remember Shanghai versus Punk like it was yesterday. Defiant vs. Big Black was actually a banger. Bro, I can't even remember Crimson Blaz. Oh, yeah, I remember at EVO France, right? Yeah, I remember. I think if Crimson won that would have been crazy. But because Crimson didn't win. Leffen vs. Mystic Smash 2XKO EVO France. Ooh, okay. That was a really good match, though. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot about. You know, I'm gonna put Defiant versus Big Black. Yeah, he's my coach right now. So I gotta vote for my coach, and I'm sure other people will put Xiaohai versus Punk. Moment of the year. Some moments transcend the game to become immortalized in the history of FGC. This award is for the single most impactful fighting game moment of 2025. Honestly, that's what I thought of, was like 2XKO release. Oh yeah, you're right. Koji Cog. That's a good one. I actually like that. Yeah, that's actually really smart. Koji Cog severely distressed. there we go. Koji Cog severely distressed. We'll put. Yeah, that's a good one. That one's super viral. Player of the year. This award goes to a fighting game player whose best exemplified the spirit of competition. His results spoke for themselves the past year. Xiaohai? That's my thought. Xiaohai or Mena, right? I don't think it could be anyone but Xiaohai or Mena. I guess Goichi's really good too. Yeah, Goichi's really good. Yeah, Xiaohai, Mena, Goichi. I guess Arslan, but I'm not a Tekken player, so I'm not gonna vote Tekken people. Blaz has been really. Oh, that's right, Blaz. Yeah, Blaz is really good too. Also, wait, Blaz is definitely They Got Next though, right? Because Capcom Cup was this year, right? It's definitely Blaz for They Got Next, right? Like it's literally no one else. Lao Yagami winning moment of the year. The thing is, I think Lao Yagami. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's true. Yao Yagami KOF is so good though. I don't want to do my coach like that though. I don't want to do my coach like that. The thing is, I don't think any of these guys are player of the year, right? So I think player of the year is definitely Goichi, Mena, or Xiaohai. I'm gonna be biased and say Mena. Damn, if only Mena won like a stacked. I don't want to say like stacked. Obviously, EVO and EVO Japan were stacked, but he didn't win like a big prize pool tournament, right? Like Capcom Cup or EWC. He's just really dominant in everything else. Xiaohai won Street Fighter EWC. Got second at Fatal Fury, got second in King of Fighters. Goichi won EVO and City of the Wolves, and he did really well in Street Fighter EWC. And Mena, I don't know. I'm gonna vote Mena because I'm biased. I don't really know who it is, but I'm gonna say I'm biased, and so I'm gonna say Mena RD. And then match of the year, I'm gonna clear Defiant versus BB and Lao Yagami versus Xiaohai. Bro, I'm a cheat. All right, I think that's it. Any final changes to the nominations? What the fuck is best custom controller? I have no clue, bro. That's a weird one to me. All right. Anyways, yeah, looks like chat agrees. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I guess we'll do this another video when they actually nominate people, probably in like a couple months. All right, take care.